fight for black people, I want you to listen to this speech. You know, sometimes speech tells you a lot. You understand? Sometimes speech tells you a lot. So like this person will fight for you or will not fight for you. You understand? Fight for you. So today I'm focusing on Groenewald. So welcome guys. You're going to listen to his speech. We are going to share our opinion based on what he said. You can comment if you feel like you want something to say, because this is an open discussion. It's very important to talk about these topics. You know, they're very important to talk about it, especially in South Africa. So like, man, Groenewald, man. But let's talk about it.
Can we just get the time correct, please, Chair? I don't have 1 minute. Okay, I'll get some extra, fine. Agbare voorsitter, dear u, Honorable President.
So like most of the time, like now, we see lots of people trending, being trendy, saying like, no, de Klerk, we must vote for him as a black people. There's like, no, as a black people, we must vote for de Klerk. I was like, yeah? Because the people say like, no, apartheid was better. Apartheid was like this. Apartheid was like this. I was like, people they know during apartheid, people were tortured. You know, the reason I'm doing this video, there's a lot of people in TikTok who say Groenewald must be the next president, and I feel offended. I was like, no, guys. No, Groenewald don't talk about the land. You know, even like Groenewald was talking about the land. If Groenewald was talking about the land, I'm telling you, I would say like, let's vote for you. He don't talk about the land. He's not prepared to fix historical injustice. You understand? But let's give him a chance to speak.
There's nothing wrong to have dreams. In fact, I do believe that real political leaders must have dreams. But then we must say to each other, it must be dreams to last forever.
Okay, it must be dreams to last forever. That's beautiful. Everyone deserves to have dreams. Everyone, yeah, definitely, everyone deserves to have dreams. Makes sense?
That's the difference. Chairperson, every time I delivered the speech from this podium in previous sonas, congratulating the Honourable President with his election, I said that the Freedom Front Plus and its supporters wants to build South Africa.
Build South Africa, how we don't talk about the land, we don't talk about historical injustice. But I said that you never understand the struggle of a black child. The best way people to run this country, the best way people to run this country are black people, because they understand. They've been through apartheid. They know the struggle. They know what to fix, not to fix. Right? But if like you don't understand the struggle of black child, how can you lead them? There's a question you must ask yourself.
We want to build a better future for all. In your campaign, Honourable President, you said that Stellenbosch, that you wish you could tie the white young people of South Africa to a tree, preventing them from leaving South Africa.
Ramaphosa said like he wish he can tie a white kids to the tree so that they can't leave South Africa. You just say it like now by yourself. So my question is, why they are leaving? Listen, that's what he said. And me, I asked the question, so like, why they are leaving? Let's go back here and see why I'm saying that. Let's go here and see why I'm saying that.
That you wish you could tie the white young people.
Go.
Campaign, Honorable President, you said that Stellenbosch, that you wish you could tie the white young people of South Africa to a tree, preventing them from leaving South Africa.
Why they are leaving South Africa? That's my question. You know? That's my question. So like why they are leaving South Africa. What's wrong with South Africa?
But did you ever ask yourself, why do the white people and the young people of South Africa leave South Africa?
You see, like that's what I'm saying. Like in South Africa, guys, we have DA, we have ANC, we have EFF, we have MK. I want to tell all those things. The reason we have DA is for fighting for white people. But yeah, they have black people there and there and there. But the majority of people they know, almost people they know, like this part is for whites. We have F plus fighting for Afrikaners. I don't know. You can see like now he's fighting for his own people. To those black people say like yo Groenewald, because of they saw teaching prisoners how to do bread. It's like, yeah, this is what we need. Yeah. Ah, come on, guys. So like another question is like, how can we employ someone who don't understand the struggle of a black child, who don't talk about the land must be returned, who don't understand BBE, who don't understand affirmative action, why we have those things?
It is because they don't get jobs.
Yeah?
And they don't get jobs
Yeah.
because of affirmative action.
Yeah. You see? He's like, the reason they leave South Africa is because of affirmative action. It's very important to understand what is affirmative action. I'm not here to mess your feelings. We need to understand what is affirmative action. And I'm here to teach you. I'm not here to make jokes and what. We need to understand what is affirmative action. You understand? We need to understand what is affirmative action. Let me say good morning to my baby. You say like white kids that live in South Africa because of our policies. I talked to my wife.
You say that you want to utilize their skills and their expertise. The fact of the matter,
But we cannot if someone wants to leave, leave. We cannot force them, right? Because of those affirmative action, they are here to correct the injustice that happened during apartheid.
is you cannot do it. Because of affirmative action, they have to go and seek jobs at other places in the world. And yet,
in Europe. But why should we stop them? Why should we stop them? Yeah? And then, like I said, we need to understand what is affirmative action. So not to give attention, I was talking to the wife. So what is affirmative action? It's very important to understand that. When we talk about affirmative action, we're talking about what? Now I'm going to educate you. Explain with simple English to my viewers what is affirmative action. Explain with simple English. Do it now. So like now you're going to know, if you didn't know what is, not if affirmative, not affective. You're going to fix it. This didn't give me problems. Explain to my views what is affirmative action in South Africa with simple English, because of Groenewald is saying like whites are not getting employed in South Africa because of affirmative action. Explain with simple English what is that and why they implemented it. Do it now with simple English. I said with simple English, right? I said with simple English. This information you need to know. What is affirmative action in South Africa? Affirmative action is a law of South Africa that helps people who were treated unfairly in the past to get a better chances at jobs, education, and opportunity. Whites during that time were getting great jobs, were getting better education and better opportunities than black people. In the past, during apartheid, black people, colored Indian people were not allowed to have the same jobs, schools, opportunities as white people. You understand? This made it very hard for them to earn money, to go to good school, or move up in life. Affirmative action was created to fix unfairness. It means companies and government workplaces try to hire more people from groups that were previously disadvantaged. That means colors, blacks, and Indians. The goal is to make a workplace fair and balanced. Some people feel like this is unfair because they think it makes it harder for them to get jobs. But the main idea is to give everyone fair chance after many years of unfair treatment. So affirmative action is not about stopping anyone from getting the job. It's all about making sure everyone has equal opportunity, especially who left behind before. You understand this? What about BBE? What about? I teach BBE because it's going to mention those things. Black empowerment. Black South African, including South Africans and Indians. I'm going to come to that, but let's go to Groenewald. So like now, at least Groenewald has idea like now why. I think like Groenewald like now has idea like why South African they have affirmative action. I explained with simple English. I explained abroad, so I hope like.
Yes, the will reap those expertise from the people and the young people of South Africa. Still, you discriminate against the young white people of South Africa. Your own youth employment scheme. White young people cannot participate in it because they are white. If you go and look, for instance, what your Secretary General Ishmagashule says, he is still blaming the white people of white monopoly capital.
But who never understand? This I'm saying, like people who people who understand what happened. Hmm?
His argument is still because of the white people that we cannot have economic growth. Of those, do you want to recognize them? Do you want to enslave the young people and the white young people of South Africa?
Hi-bo! It's not like that. Groenewald is making this thing deep. Groenewald is making this thing deep, and it's not like that. Let's go here to show comments. We need Peter Groenewald for president. When he say you are president of ANC, break away that is spot on. I'm standing after you, Mr. Groenewald. I'm going to vote for you, sir. The truth is a poison. Some people excellent. I salute you, Minister. I wish that you said president is listening. You know, like people who are small-minded, they will never understand ANC plan, right? Because of we experience apartheid. Don't act like we never experienced apartheid. People act like we never experienced apartheid. That's the thing about people in this country. You know, people acting like we never experienced apartheid. There is a thing about these people, right? Think like black people never experienced apartheid, the inequality, and why they are behaving like this, why they are doing this. You understand? They act that way. It's like, let's forget about what happened in the past. Let's forget, but you don't understand what we went through as a black people. And so like it's so sad, man.
Because if you think you can enslave them, you are completely wrong. If you look at your MEC for education in Gauteng, always blaming Afrikaans schools for his own failures and using it as a smokescreen.
He's saying what? What he's saying? What is saying exactly about African? So like he's blaming on failing. He's blaming Africa. And my question is one.
Instead of attend to the schools who are real problems. Do the ANC have a problem with my mother tongue language of Afrikaans? Because that is what Lesotho says. But I didn't see, Honorable President, that you repudiated him. I said before, do away with black economic empowerment.
You see? You see? I don't understand. So guys, I just need to pay attention. I don't understand what he's saying. I try to understand Groenewald. He said we must get rid of affirmative action and PVA. So there are people they can eat. There are people they eat that during apartheid. Black people are struggling. So you want to compare black people to the people. That's the thing about it. You want to compare to select. But when you check the land, who own the lands? Who are the majority? Who are the majority, Groenewald? Because it's clear like Groenewald doesn't care about you, black child. Yes, we can comment, yeah, Groenewald, the president, yeah, Groenewald, but he doesn't care about you. He never mentioned you in this statement. He never mentioned you in this statement. He never did. He said like he said Ramaphosa, you're a problem. You must remove BBE. That helps black people. You must remove affirmative action so that people they can eat again. So that the people they can eat twice. They eat during apartheid and after apartheid. So black people are not allowed to eat. That's Groenewald. People say, hey, Groenewald.
And can I say, I'm supported by black academics like William Gumede. You know, in the election time.
I don't talk about one. You talk about one person. You are playing. And when you come to what is BBE? I did that. What is BBE? BBE is a law that helps black South Africans, including African colors, to get more chances to own businesses, to work companies, and benefit from the economy. Groenewald want to remove that. He want to remove that. The problem is during apartheid, black people were kept out of business, jobs, and wealth, right? During apartheid. So he want the people to benefit during apartheid and after apartheid. The government want to fix that. BBE encourage companies to hire more black people, to give black people management and leadership position, to support black owners, business suppliers, and invest in training skills for black workers. So they say companies are scoring these points are better than they do. The easy is to work with government and to win contracts. So like affirmative action is about making economy fairer and giving opportunity to those who left out. You understand? So don't listen to Groenewald, man. He's not fighting for a black child. He's fighting for his own people. Because we're living in a country where like people, when they speak in parliament, they'll be like, my people. They'll be like that. Literal, they'll be like, my people. They will be like, they'll say my people. You know, that's what I'm saying. Like in South Africa, there's lots of policies.
When I put in some petrol in my car, the attendant said to me, I'm going to vote for you. And I asked why. And he said, you are quite correct. When it comes to black economic empowerment, it is only favoring the political elite.
Where they're going to educate black people about that? Because they never educate black people about that. Yeah, individual. But like I can't register today. I think we're not going to register.
So, I want to come and say you want to build the economy. How can you build the economy if you have a construction mafia stopping 74 construction projects, demanding a 30% shareholding in the company? How can you build the economy if more than 110 engineers in the construction business left South Africa because of this crime elements in South Africa?
Let's see the comments. I will vote for this man, and after I hear him, They hire their friends and their families. Well said to the Groenewald. He's going to hire his families too. He's going to hire only Afrikaners. Wonderful to listen to. Thank you for saying what we need to be said. Saying loud is clear. If only ANC could see the reason and break away from the excellent document. Viva FF Plus, you are 100% right. You are speaking the truth. Julius Malema is speaking the truth. Julius Malema is speaking the truth all the time, and he don't get this. He don't get this. Someone who fight for you, and you don't appreciate it. And they don't appreciate it. This fight between God and evil is all about the good to have, because God is greater than anything. We hear you. We also good to say like we hear you. And then you are correct. Hit a nail on the head. Big downfall of Africa in the unions. I salute you. PL people so-called leaders should respect when someone speaking the truth.
I want to say to you today, if you don't curb these criminal activities, you will not be able to build the economy. More than 16 trucks burned over a weekend.
By who? By who? Yeah? By who? Who never? Say like more than 16 trucks were burned. Going to say it was burned by black people students. Say it.
The people that keeps the economy rolling.
Which people? Who banned those trucks?
But they burn them and people lose their lives.
Who banned those things?
Because of crime in South Africa. Chairperson, you will have to ensure that if you want the economy to grow, that you curb the powers of the unions.
Yeah?
You know, and everybody in South Africa know, when it comes to the SOEs in South Africa, you have to retrench people. But the unions come to you and the ANC and says, you will not do that. And that is part of the problem.
Why they should retrench people? Why they should retrench people? You know, like I'm listening to talking about. Yes, he may speak the truth. You understand? But like me, I love to challenge. Me, I love to challenge.
You will have to curb their powers. You will have to revise labor laws in South Africa.
Labor laws, they must take themselves, man, in this country. Labor laws, they must be taken serious. labor laws, they're like they must be taken serious. We are living in a country where like the labor laws, they don't take them serious. They don't take them serious. People, they hire illegal foreigners. People, they are illegal and they hire people who are illegal. Where do you see something like that? People, they came illegal and they hire people who are illegal in this country. Hmm?
Chairperson, I come to crime. And I want to ask you, why is it so difficult to publicly condemn farm murders in South Africa?
For when you say farmers, you are saying what? What when you say farm murder, what are you saying exactly? Is you must say something that makes sense. When you say farm murders, you are saying what? Hmm? When you say farm murders, we are talking about what? We're talking about African or talking about black people. Because I know, like, when they say farm murders, oh my God, it's Trump. It's Trump. Yeah?
In South Africa, we have black farmers, we have colored farmers, we have Indian farmers, we have white farmers. The food you had this morning when you had breakfast, you must thank the farmers.
You can't be smart. You're not saying, like, you not include all of how. Crime is crime, but crime is affecting everyone, and those people must be arrested. Those people must be arrested. Hmm? They must be arrested. Those people who are killing are people who feed this country. They must be arrested, and you know very well, Groenewald. You know it very well. Those people, they must be arrested. They must be arrested. When they take people who feed us, yeah. Hmm? Why should they attack people who are feeding us? Why they should do that?
Everybody who's going to have lunch just now, thank the farmers. Chairperson, ek wil vir die agbare president sê, verlede jaar ongeveer hierdie tyd, was daar aanvalle gewees op moskees, een in KwaZulu-Natal en een in Mamasbury. U tree onmiddellik op. U benoem onmiddellik 'n presidensiële komitee van die minister.
Bekeli no, bekeli Africans be the hairy Africans be the home. We don't understand. Never. We don't understand. So like now you're talking to your people. So like these people, they are fighting each other. Europeans. Others come with English. Others they came with Africans. So they are fighting each other. So like, hey, you must speak Africans. Hey, you must speak English. Then people they go with English. So most of the time you can see like the rest of the world, we are speaking English. Because they are fighting each other based on that. Are you
van polisie, van verdediging en van justisie. Ek wil vandag vir u sê, 'n plaasmoord is nie 'n moord op 'n individu nie. It's not only a crime against an individual, it's a crime against the community. It is the women and children who pay the price of a farm murder, where they are tortured, where they throw boiling water down their throats, where they take hot irons burning the women, where they force a 12-year girl to see how her mother is raped.
Who do those things? Who do those painful things? Who that Satan? Eh? Who don't have who have do those things? Hmm? Who do those things? That's so sad.
That's torture. But still, you do refuse to publicly condemn farm murders. I appeal to you. It's simple. And I will say to you, Honorable President, I will invite you to a funeral of a farm murder, and you invite me to any other funeral you wish to. Lastly, Chairperson, I want to say there's one outstanding matter, and that is Section 235 of the Constitution that deals with self-determination. It also determines that national legislation have to determine what happens with Section 235. There's an accord between the Freedom Front, the African National Congress, and the government in 1994. Chairperson, I appeal to you that we...
Hi. You guys want to separate yourself from us. That's what you want to do. What's wrong with that section? Yeah? What's wrong with that section 235? Because you don't want people to separate themselves. You don't want people to say like, nah, no, me I'm this, me I'm this, me I'm this. It brings all of us together. It brings all of us together. Yeah? How? So like now you want to you want to make it bad. Yeah, of it. We don't work like that. There's nothing wrong with that thing. There's nothing wrong with Section 235. You don't know what is the... I need to teach you everything, you people. Talk about the Constitution Section 235 in South Africa, self-determination. Explain with simple English for a viewer so they can understand it. Do it now. So it's very important to understand this section in South Africa. What is Section 235 self-determination in South Africa? Section 235 of Constitution talks about self-determination. This means groups of people who are sharing a common language, culture, history can have the right to govern themselves in some way. So here is the simple is South Africa is very diverse. There are many different ethnic cultural groups. Section 235 says if the community wants to say they can have some control over their own affairs, like managing local issues, school, or culture. Definitely. It doesn't mean they can take over the country or become completely independent. It's about recognition and the rights for communities. The goal is to respect different cultures and let communities to protect their own identity. So basically, Section 235 is all about fairness, respect for all groups in South Africa, giving them some freedom to run their own local matters while they've been part of the country. If you want, also can make super short version of each explain 20-second video for views. It will be very simple and clear. We don't want that, right? Views. We don't want that. We don't want, so like that is what happened when they say like that Orania is, I can like say Orania say like, hey, they don't want to stay with black people, hey, they preserve their culture, not what is against is against the section 235. You understand? It's very against it. What happened to this boy? You know, like this boy, he was talking a lot, man, and I get the news. Rest in peace, Mohamed Mukwena. Conducive for family, this passing Mohammed has been confirmed, bring deep sadness families. According to information by
meet that we take this step forward to ensure that Section 235 of the Constitution, which deals with self-determination, taken forward. Ek dink dit is die enigste artikel in die grondwet wat bepaal dat nasionale wetgewing wel geskryf moet word wat nog nie geskryf is nie. So
we can't hear you, Groenewald. Yes, my problem. Why you are not learning Afrikaans? You know, that those people, why you don't learn Afrikaans? It's not his problem, you hear him or what? Why you don't learn? We are learning. Yeah? We are learning Afrikaans this side, man. But the one is talking is too deep. Very deep. I can't hear him.
Daardie opsig het ons ook 'n grondwetlike verantwoordelikheid en plig. Agbare president, ek wil afsluit. You know, there's a song that says it's actually the green.
What are you saying? We don't know that song. The green what? Yeah? There's a song called the green. We don't know that song.
Grass of home. It's about this prisoner who sang and he thought in his song, I want to touch the green grass of home. And then he says, and when I wake and I look around me, I was surrounded by 4 great walls. And yes, I then realized that I was only dreaming. Because he's a prisoner. Honorable President, you are a prisoner of the African National Congress. Break away.
Aye. When you put in front of national TV, you put president in front of national TV. Yeah?
From that, then you can save South Africa, then you can save the economy. I thank you.
Groenewald. Today is a Groenewald day. Today is a Groenewald. Today is a Groenewald day. You know, like when they say it's a Groenewald day. Yeah, today is a Groenewald day.
De speaker, die slagspreuk van die Vryheidsfront Plus verlede jaar was kom ons herstel en bou. Let us restore and rebuild South Africa. The preamble of the Constitution determines that we respect those who worked to build and develop our country. And we believe that South Africa belongs to all who live in it, united in our diversity.
Definitely,
The ANC's
you are definitely
Freedom
right.
Charter goes even further, saying, belongs to all who live in it, black and white.
Yeah, it's like that. It's a freedom charter. It's a thing called freedom charter. Can I teach you what the freedom charter is? Because, like, man, I have a lot of things to explain to these people. There's a thing called freedom charter. You understand? There's a thing we call it freedom charter. So I'm going to show you what is a freedom charter. No, but let's move forward. But it's thing like that people they need to know is freedom charter. You understand? It's very important. He's right. Freedom Charter Groenewald.
Now, Honorable Speaker, I want to put it very clearly that the Afrikaner is part of that diversity. And we want to.
You see, like Groenewald, man, is not there to fight for you, black child. Yes, whether you can include yourself to their things, but you can see how we speak. That's what I always tell people, you know. So like whether you can include yourself, say like this and this, but you can see like he's fighting for himself, he's fighting for his people. In stuff where it's like that, DL is going to say like my people, EF is going to say my people, FV plus going to say like my people. So everyone is fighting for his people here in South Africa. They said it. My people, my people, my people, my people. It's like that. It's all about my people, my people, my people.
Build South Africa. En laat ons met mekaar eerlik wees. President Trump het die kollig geplaas op die Afrikaner in Suid-Afrika.
You said Trump, then what? Because like me, I can't hear, man. You speak a deep Africans, and I cannot hear. But I said Trump, I hear Trump. But let's go through comments. Maybe through comments they can give us light what he said about Trump. Reading the above comments is lost case. People build country, now is the devil's. If you want to see people suffer, you're an evil person. It's only one that talks sense, so much respectful for honorable men. One way disaster. Peter, what's happening here? Yes, Africans are definitely not going to beg to the Dutch lands. They would rather fake genocide and seek. Yes, Africans are not going anywhere. I want that. Our next president, we should have vote for you, no confidence from our person. I will not vote for Groenewald. Personally, me, I will not do that. I will not do that.
Ek sê vir hom dankie, want ons is deel van Suid-Afrika. En ja, as daar mense is wat die land wil verlaat, dis hulle vrye keuse. Die Vryheidsfront Plus sal nie voorskrifklik wees nie.
Be the Africans, be no, be the here nothing. When I hear nothing, I'm like, I hear nothing. Ni. Be the here, be the here, be the nothing. It's not like I'm making jokes, I'm serious. It's not like I'm making jokes, I'm deadly serious. They have to say that I'm deadly serious. I am. I'm tired.
Maar agbare president, ek is hier om te bly.
Yeah?
We are here to restore and rebuild.
Rebuild what? You are going to rebuild when the land is returned. When the land is returned and when we are equal, we'll build it together. We will build it together. Sure. I never be so tough like this. When the land is returned, we are going to build this together. You and I. Because I want to be equal.
And if we want to solve the problems of South Africa, we must also look into the inconvenient truth of what is happening in South Africa.
What is happening in South Africa? Crime, yes, we know. Unemployment, yes, we know. What other things that not safe here? There are lots. There are lots of things that they are not happy. They are happening in South Africa. There are lots of them.
And part of that is land reform.
Yes. Yes. The land reform must be retained. I know like you're against it. I know. But the land must be retained.
In my limited time, I will focus on that. And it brings me to the Expropriation Act. And I want to put it very clearly that it is not true that expropriation without compensation will solve the land issue.
We'll solve the land issue. Go, you do all you can. Go, you say all you can to make sure black people are not become equal to whites. You do all you can, all we have. Yeah? You do all you can to make sure we are not becoming equal. What are you saying? It will work. What? Two. It will definitely work. Groenewald. It will definitely work. You don't want us to run our own country. I see you. It will work. It will totally work. Like, you know that. And I don't know why it's like, I know very well it will definitely work.
What are the facts? If you go and look at the annual reports of the department, and if you look at the restitution, there were about 80,000 claims in terms of the restitution to address the unjust of the 1913 Land Acts.
Why you refuse? Why you don't want to see a black child becoming equal? Why you do that? Yeah? This is a question I have for you. Why you do that? Why you want to hold us back? Tell the people why you defend it so much like this. Why you don't want us to become equal? Why you have problem with land? We'll see if it don't work, it didn't work. If it don't work, it didn't work, but we tried. You know, that's very important. At least like we tried. And you know.
Of those claimants, 94%, and it's in the annual report, didn't want the land, they wanted the compensation. If we go to land redistribution, it is in the annual reports that 80% of the projects were failures. So to say that expropriation without compensation will solve the land issue and land reform is just not true.
It's true. Maybe to you it's not, but to us it's true. Yeah? Maybe to you like it's not, like, but to us, man, it's true, and we see hope and we see change through that. We see hope, we see change through that. Maybe to you it's not. Because like, no, it's not, and this and this and this and this, but to us, man, it's truth. For us, it's truth.
But what is happening in South Africa? And if I give you these examples of what is happening, we must remember one thing, that with social media, everything you put, whether it's on X or Facebook or whatever platform, it is for the world to see.
Definitely, you're right. You are definitely right.
And I want to refer specifically to the illegal, can I say, the invasion and occupation of land. The Groenewald was one example where people just illegally invade the land.
Huh? Where? I don't understand it. Groenewald, Groenewald, Groenewisto. Yeah, Groenewald, wat did something. Groenewisto. Groenewisto is going to fight for his people. Groenewisto is going to fight for his people. Groenewisto is going to fight for his people.
I want to give you another example. There is a farmer farming near Wepener. And there came a farmer with his cattle. He cut the fences and he is occupying that land. He went to the police.
Order, Honorable Groenewald, can you take your seat? Honorable.
It's like there's a farmer. I think like they went there and they occupied the land. When they occupied the land, they put a fence there. And then occupied the land. Yeah? Yeah, but hooray!
Members, we can converse without drowning the speaker. We can hurtle again without drowning the speaker or using our hands to make our statements. I would really appeal that we allow the speaker to present his statement. Honorable Groenewald, you can proceed.
He went to the police asking protection, but they refused.
The police refused. The police refused to help. What the police, when they refused, they said what? What did they say when they refuse? Just the magistrate said.
As we speak now, there is illegal land occupation at Stilfontein. There's a court order instructing the police to prevent it, but they do nothing. And that's the problem. If the police does not act, they're part of the executive. And then it can be said, but you are complicit to this illegal land evasion and occupation.
I don't know about that. Guys, now I'm done, Shimyo. I've been pushing 2 hours videos now. I'm so tired. You can see I was reacting here was just to push it. So like, no matter how you're feeling, man, no matter you're feeling down, no matter you're down, you cannot hold it. You must go back. You must go push, man. Push. Even though it's so hard, it's so challenging, but the work must be done. That's what I'm doing like now. That's what I'm experiencing. Tiredness. Thank you so much. Bye.